and welcome to the next video in our series of videos on selling chatbots. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about getting new clients through referrals. And the two main areas I want to look at are existing clients and people you know. But I'm going to start with existing clients. Now, existing clients can be a really good way to get new business. And there's a number of reasons for that. First of all, any client that you've got on your books, you will have a relationship with, because obviously the longer that you spend time working for them, then the more you get to know each other. And obviously if they're with you for a period of time, then the bot is doing exactly what they want it to do, so they're a happy customer. So what I've done is I don't mention this to people when they first sign up. I obviously wait a few months. I probably haven't done this before somebody's been with me for 3 months. But I do, just in conversation, and how you have this conversation depends on the relationship and rapport you have with the person. But I normally like to do it either on the phone or in some way where we're having a communication. It could be through a Zoom call or whatever, if we're just having a little update. I mean, you can do it on email, doesn't matter too much. But basically, you know, if they're happy, you tend to find that people who operate websites, when they find things that work for them, they love to share that with people they know, whether it be people they know through business, whether it be people they know through their personal life. They would like to share cool things. I've done it in the past when I've found something that's worked well on my site. I've shared it with people I know because it might help them. So having that conversation with clients when you know that they've been with you for a period of time and they're a happy client and their bot's working for them, you could say to them, look, if you refer anybody to my service, then I will offer you a discount on your monthly fee. So you are incentivizing them. Now, of course, you can try it first without offering them an incentive, but I do find that it does sharpen people's brains when, you know, they're paying you a monthly fee to manage their bot, they're happy, but if they can get that price reduced and actually, you know, to a point where the more they refer, the cheaper it gets for them, you might have a limit. You'd have to work that out for yourself. I mean, I've done it in the past before where I've said to them, look, if you can get that many through the door and it works out that I end up, you know, providing you a service at no charge, then I'm happy with that because you provided me with a service of getting me 10 clients or whatever it might be. So, I mean, exactly how you offer the incentive is completely up to you, but using existing clients is a really powerful way because if they've got something working on their site and they recommend it to somebody and say, look, I've been using this now for X period of time, these are the results I've got, I really think you should have a look at it, then that is a recommendation well worth having, and your take-up rate on that is going to be quite high because it's come from a trusted recommendation. So existing clients, and as I mentioned at the beginning, please consider your relationship with that client. Obviously, like how we deal with people, we deal with everybody differently based on our relationship with them. So you've got a number of friends and you don't have the same relationship with every friend. So, you know, you do have to think about that. But as I say, it's a really powerful way of getting new, good quality clients. And the other one, we kind of touched on this with regards to partnerships as well, but people you know. We all know somebody who works for a business that has a website, or we all know somebody who runs their own website, or we all know somebody who's married to somebody who has a website, or a friend runs a website. So speak to people you know. When you've got your service running, tell people about it. Just say to people, look, I've got this cool thing, Chatbots now. It's the new trend. It's the future online. And I'm offering it as a service. So any of your friends that you know, please send them my way. And again, this can be down to your judgment, but you could offer incentives. You could offer your friends kickbacks. You know, if you get me a client to sign up, you know, I will give you X amount as a one-off fee, or X amount of their monthly fees for the time they stay with us, or X amount of their monthly fees for 6 months, or whatever it is. I mean, that again, that's down to your relationship with the person you know. But we have to, I mean, for me personally, I always exploit this, and that's why I wanted to include it. anytime I come across somebody, like obviously because I work online, my friends do ask me questions, and I see it as every opportunity to convince them that they need a chatbot, or anybody I know that works in an area. I've got a friend, for example, that does build websites, so I speak to him and say, look, please offer this to everybody you know that you build a website for. So it's getting into that mindset of who do you know that could possibly help you. Some people you probably wouldn't need to offer an incentive depending on how well you know them. Some people you might do. How you deal with that is your choice. I'm just letting you know all of the options you've got when it's coming to referring people. But this is something that most people ignore, and this is something that, like I mentioned with existing clients, it's the same thing. If you can be recommended by somebody, that is so powerful. And actually, the chance of getting that person as a client is really high compared to you approaching somebody and them not knowing about you, because obviously you've been referred. It's like anything, isn't it? If you get referred, if somebody says to you, yeah, I've done this and it worked really well, then you feel more confident about buying that than if you're looking at something and saying, well, do I want this? So referrals, guys, don't be ashamed to speak to friends and family and really push yourself. You will reap the rewards if you do. So this has been a fairly short method, but it's a fairly short and sweet method. There isn't really a lot to it. It's just a question of really speaking to as many people as you know that you feel work in the industry, and if necessary, offer some kind of financial incentive, because that really does sharpen people's minds. So that's it for this video, guys, and I will see you on the next one.